Boker Tov, good morning everyone. Here we are on a springtime Friday morning, starting our session of medical Qigong. I'm Gad Levy Golan, and today we're dealing with mind moves energy. Energy flows where the mind goes. So where do we want our energy to go? We would like to start shifting our mind towards the three Dantiens, the lower Dantien, the middle Dantien, and the upper Dantien. If we manage to do that, magic will happen. The body will move as one, and we'll find tranquility in motion, meditation in motion, which has the potential to turn into medication in motion. Let's begin. Let's embrace the sky with a deep inhalation. Exhale down, let go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. It's not a secret that every movement has accumulating energy, isuf energia, an expression of energy. Yesterday I was asked, how does gathering chi or accumulating energy relates to inhale and exhale? And how expression of energy is related to inhale or exhale? Well, the rule of thumb is inhale, gather chi, pause, exhale, let go, release your chi, express your chi, manifest your chi. So breathe in, gather chi, breathe out, letting go, soft and relax. If we manage to divide our breath into 4 stages of inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Good morning, Boker Tov. 4 stages of breathing sets our mind here and now, in nowness. כאן ועכשיו. Deep inhalation. Soft and relax. Exhale. One more time. All right, let's loosen up. Feet at shoulder width and swing it. Cha, 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 cha. Bum, 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 bum. Like a drum, your stomach and your back are the drum skin, and you are drumming. Boom, 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 simultaneously, front and back. Boom, 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 cha cha, boom, 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 cha cha, boom, cha cha, boom, cha cha, boom, 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 cha cha, boom, 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 cha cha, boom, boom, boom. And good morning, lung. Good morning, kidney. Ah, sha, ah, sha, 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 sha. Loosen up your hip joints so you can swing it. Chop the air. Chop, chop, chop. Bum, bum, 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 chop, chop, chop. And let gravity do the job. Let gravity, force of gravity takes your hands, doing the work. One, 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 one. Back foot at 45 degrees, 45 מעלות ברגל אחורית. Hand in front of your nose, middle finger pointing at the target. Lock your eyes on the target. Set your vision, hand and eye connection. 1, 2, 1, 2. Loosen up your shoulders. להרפות את הכתפיים. Loosen up your hip joints. להרפות את מפרקי הירך. שע, 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 שע. Bum, bum, sha, 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 sha. Change legs. Hand to eye, it's nerve to muscle connection. Cha, cha. Work on it, build it up. Sha, 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 sha. Bum, bum, sha, 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 sha. Bum, bum, sha, sha, sha. Sha, 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 sha. Embrace the sky. Let go. Take as much air as you can into your lungs. And let go. Let's warm up the joints, starting with the ankles. מפרקי הקרסוליים, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sit and rotate your tailbone, your lower back, and your hip joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Change. 1. Big circles. Sha, 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 sha. Rotate the other direction. Smaller circle. Shoulders to ears. כתפיים לאוזניים. אחת, אחת. One, 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 one. Bounce your shoulders, bounce your heels. Bum, 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 bum. And direct it. Chop, chop, chop. Pum, pum, pum. Chop, chop, pum, 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 pum. Forward, up, 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 up. Forward and up, forward and up. Pum, 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 pum. From the ground to the sky. Pum, 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 pum. Cha, 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 cha. Ground energy up. Pum, 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 pum. Feet together, bend your knees and drop it. Feel gravitational force operating within you. Shoo, 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 shop, 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 pum, pum, shop, 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 pum, pum, shop, 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 pum, pum, shop, 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 shop. לפתוח, לסגור. Open your palm and close it. Clench your fist. One, 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 pum, pum, one, 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 one. Other side. Clench, squeeze the lemon and throw. Sha, 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 cha, 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 pum, pum, cha, 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 pum, pum, cha, 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 pum, pum, cha, 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 cha. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Warm them up. לנער, לנער. להזרים דם אל כפות הידיים. Let the blood flow, the blood circulation flow all the way to your extremities. Let's shake the skeleton. בואו ננער את השלד. One, 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 one. There's a circle here, vertical energy pattern. And we're circulating and change legs. One, 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 one. Cha, 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 cha. שתי ידיים. Let go. We said that every movement has accumulating chi, an expression of chi. So let's see it here. Gathering chi. Express your chi. What about the poses? הפסקות. בין לבין. So gather chi. Pause. Expression of chi. Pause. Those poses actually bring peace of mind. They unite the breath, the cardiovascular system, and the musculoskeletal system to work as one. Pause, cha. Pause. Cha. Pause, inhale. Pause, exhale. So we regulate our mind to regulate our body. Sha. 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 And roll back. Okay, we quieten our mind now. מה? כן, בעיה. Thank you, תודה, תודה, תודה. הנה, כאן, כי כבר, she ran in the past. Okay, so we're doing a roll back pattern. We know that there's a pause, הפסקונת, שאיפה, inhale, pause, soft and relax, letting go. We quietened our mind, and now, when the mind is quiet, and the body works as one, meaning the cardiovascular, our lungs and heart, pause, in our mind, and our tendons and muscles and joints working as one. Now we'd like to get in touch with the energy centers in the body. And that is the topic of today's class. How do we activate this energy from the centers, upper, middle, and lower? So let's start with the lower Dantien, in charge of the energy, the power, the force. We take this pattern here, this wheel of energy, and from big to small, we shrink it. I'll say it in Hebrew. לוקחים את גלגל האנרגיה הזה, ומצמצמים אותו מגדול לקטן, עד שחשים שהוא מקורו. We discover that the source, המקור, is deep within our lower Dantien, between our pelvic floor and our diaphragm, בין רצפת האגן לשרעפת. והאזור הזה מתרחשת אנרגיה, מתחוללת לה סערת אנרגיה, סופת אנרגיה. Deep within, between our lower Dantien and our diaphragm, there's a storm, there's a whirlpool of energy. How do we connect it with our hands? Well, we said energy goes where the mind flows. So let's start from big. Pause, exhale, soft and relax. First of all, we slow down. Pause, inhale. Pause, exhale. And we can start to peel it, לקלף את זה, like peeling an orange from this big circle to a little smaller, 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 until it fits in. So slowly, pause, inhale. Pause, exhale, soft and relax. And within each cycle, we relax our mind even more. We calm the mind. We calm the mind so we can recognize the inner circle, the inner pattern within our Dantien, going backward, the same thing that the hands are doing. ככל שנזוז לאט יותר והמוח יהיה רגוע יותר, נוכל לזהות את התנועה המעגלית החוזרת הזאת, roll back, can be recognized within our stomach, within our lower back, all the way to our pelvic floor. There are key points which I'm going to mention, which are helping us to activate the lower Dantien. Ready? Change legs, and I'll tell you what the key points. The first key point number 1, נקודת מפתח מספר 1, is the perineum. הפריניום, which is down חיץ הנקבים בעברית. If we are in touch with that point and we lift it up as we inhale, and we let it drop down with gravity as we exhale. Let's play with that for a minute. בואו נשחק עם אחיזת הפרינאום, נקודת מפתח, עם המחשבה והריכוז שלנו. Let all your focus and concentration go to your perineum. Lift it up when you inhale and drop it down when you exhale. All of a sudden, your mind is deep within. That's the lowest point. See how relaxing it is to the rest of the body to have the perineum sinking down. Lift it up with an inhale. Let it drop down with an exhale. Pause, inhale. Pause, exhale, drop it. What are these sounds that I'm doing? Voice guides the intention. First of all, I'm capturing my intention. למה אני עושה את הקולות האלה? כי קול אוחז בכוונה. הוא מוביל את הכוונה. אני מוציא קולות כדי שהמחשבה לא תנדוד החוצה. The sounds keep the mind within, captures the intention, the כוונה, ואז עצם זה שאני מוציא קול ארוך יותר, מראה שהנשימה שלי נרגעה והיא ארוכה יותר. The longer the sounds are making, the deeper the breath is. And we want deeper breathing, not shallow breathing, right? Pause, inhale. Pause, exhale. Pause, inhale. וזה מייצר לי תדר. It creates a frequency of energy in my mind and body. Until I feel that this circle that I'm doing outside my body is happening exactly like that inside my body. Where? In the lower Dantien. Now I wrap it with energy. I wrap my lower Dantien. Change legs. So now that we regulated our mind to work with the lower Dantien, let's talk about the middle Dantien. Middle Dantien, somewhere along the solar plexus and the sternum, a very flexible place. What does it do? It opens and closes. Pause, inhale. Open your sternum, open your heart. This center is associated with the heart-mind, or the feelings, or the emotional intelligence, actually. אזור זה מזוהה עם התפארת בקבלה, or heart-mind, but traditional Chinese medicine calls it heart-mind and is in touch with our emotional intelligence. Well, first let's see what it can do. It closes down into, it opens up. All right. Same idea. Pause, exhale. Here, We express ourselves with an inhale. Pause, inhale. Manifestation of cheese, inhaling. Opening the sternum. Until I feel that expand and contract vibration in the entire body, from our feet to my forehead, to my crown point, to my fingertips. שלחוש את הוויברציה של האקספנד, של ההתרחבות והשאיפה בכל תא ותא בגוף. On a cellular level, every cell in my body is expanding. Every cell in my body is relaxing, letting go, and contracting. Now let's take movements from the Tai Chi and turn them into a Qigong and work on the middle Dantien to open and close like the white crane spread wings. We expand, pause, contract by letting go. Expand and contract. Expand, deep inhalation. שאיפה עמוקה. עד שנרגיש שזה ממש חודר לציפורניים שלנו, לשערות. Let this oxygen penetrates not just your lungs and heart, but every cell in your nails, in your toenails, in your hair, in your eyes, in your socks, in your socks and your glasses, in your pajama. Yeah, we're covered with a Chinese pajama or whatever, Nike pajama. We want to feel it expanding and contracting. Expand with an inhale. Contract with an exhale. Let your middle Dantien expand. And expand. And relax. Okay. Let's go back to the lower Dantien. The Chinese says there's a dragon sleeping in here. Let's wake up the dragon. How do we wake up the dragon? Well, let's carry it like an egg. You know, I've been to Africa and I learned a lot about the ostrich, haye'enim. And one thing they do when they demonstrate how strong is the ostrich egg, they have a corner with a camera and an egg and says, come on everyone, one by one, step on that egg. You actually stand on this egg and it doesn't break. This egg of the ostrich is very strong. Okay, so let's say it's a dragon egg. It's much stronger than the ostrich. It's a dragon. Wow. Okay, flip that egg, North Pole to South Pole, while you rotate your spine. עמוד השדרה שלנו מסתובב. אנחנו הופכים את ביצת הדרקון ומסובבים את עמוד השדרה. זה קורה ביחד עם הנשימה. It happens simultaneously with the breath. We said pause, exhale, pause, Rotate the other side while you inhale. Exhale. Inhale. What happens now is that this lower pole resembles your perineum. Remember to lift your perineum up as you inhale. Drop it when you exhale. Perineum rise. Perineum sink down. So now you're in touch with your lower Dantien. Your mind and your energy center and your breath are synchronized. What is the next key point? There's another key point. Let's carry the egg now, not north to south, but sideways. And now we're talking to another key point in the lower Dantien, and it's 2 fingers below your navel, שתי אצבעות מתחת לטבור, deep inside between front and back. בואו נאתר עם המחשבה, עם הכוונה שלנו, את הנקודה שנמצאת 2 אצבעות מתחת לטבור ובאמצע בין קדימה לאחורה. So we said the key point is 2 fingers below your navel and deep inside between front and back, okay? Now what happens to that point when we rotate? Pause. First exhale, empty your lungs. Deep inhalation. Well, let me give you a tip how to awaken this point. This key point is when I inhale, I contract it in. I draw it in. אני מושך אותה פנימה, אני מכווץ אותה כשאני שואף, וכשאני נושף, אני נותן לה להשתחרר, וכמו בלון היא מתמלאת. תרגישו את זה. So what's the tip? When I inhale, I contract that key point, that button. And when I expand, when I exhale, I let it blow up. Contract. Expand. Contract. Expand. The expand is considered full moon. Feel that your stomach to back, it's like a full moon. And when you inhale, it contracts to an empty moon. Pause, exhale. ירח מלא בנשיפה, ירח מצומצם בשאיפה. נשיפה, exhale, full moon. Inhale, empty moon. Now let's take this very feeling into the white crane spread wings. Inhale. Exhale. Now what's going on? It works in the opposite direction. The upper body expand while I inhale and contract here. The upper body, your rib cage, your middle Dantien will contract while your lower Dantien is expanding. Can you do that with your mind? אתם יכולים לעשות את זה עם הגוף? כשאתם שואפים באופן טבעי, כלוב הצלעות מתרחב, נכון? Your lungs expanding when you inhale. But I want to flip it so the lower Dantien contracts when I inhale. When the upper body expands, the lower Dantien contracts. And when the upper body, your lungs, exhale, means they're shrinking down. your stomach and your lower dantian is expanding to a full moon. Can you do that? Work on it. If you succeed, wow, 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 you rise to another level of body-mind connection, okay? It's not an empty promise. It's actually asking your brain to do two opposite activities in the body at once, all right? So start with the eggs, sit down. Lo, lo, shvi. All right. Empty your lungs. Inhale. Exhale, expand your lower dantian. Deep inhalation. Contract your stomach. Expand. Let your perineum drop down. Let your perineum comes up, rise when you inhale. Drop the perineum on exhale, soft and relax. Deep inhalation, contract your lower dantian. Pause, exhale, expand, go with gravity, drop the lower dantien, drop the perineum down. Empty moon, full moon. Empty moon. Full moon. Deep inhalation. Lift your perineum up to your throat. The higher you lift your perineum in your imagination and the lower abdomen muscles and the pelvic floor muscles, the more relaxing it will be when you let go. Try it. So, lift it up. Drop it. Lift it up. Lovely, lovely. The body moves as one. Let's relax and release and do part 2 of this session about the middle dantien. Now that we connected our lower dantien to our mind, we want to make sure the middle dantien is connected before we go to the upper dantien. Huh? All right. So let's use the elbows to contract and expand the sternum, the middle dantien, the key point here at our solar plexus, like this. Elbows backward and arch your back. Look at my spine, arching back, arching forward. So I'm in total ha and two. From ha to two. Well, ha is known to be communicative, open, channeling, receiving and giving, expressing, manifesting your energy. You want to be in ha. When you walk into a room, you want to be in ha. When you meet a friend, you want to be in ha. When you meet your family, open your arms with ha. You are powerhouse. Unless you have a very good reasons to be in two. When you're in two, you are introverted. You're not so communicative. You're not so channeling, you're not projecting your energy. And unless something terrible happens, you don't want to be there. You want to be in Ha. So that point here is in charge. If your mind is in charge and you feel a bit down, or you're going towards opening the doors and going on stage, take yourself to Tzu for a second so you can expand to Ha. And that movement comes from Badwanjin, 8 pieces of brocade. Oh. 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 And we call it cooling wings on the bamboo. It starts like this. You stand on the bamboo after flying a long flight, crossing the ocean. And you cool your wings. You're actually cooling your lymph nodes. אנחנו מקררים את בלוטות הלימפה בבית השחי. Open, open, distant your elbows from your body. קח את המרפקים רחוק מהגוף. כן, שיפתח פה. המרכזים האלה, כאילו אותו איזה ג'בר שהולך על החוף עכשיו להראות את הגוף שלו. Yeah, what is the teenagers that walks on the beach like this? What they feel? They feel that their energy centers are open. They want to show off. I'm open. I'm channeling. Okay? So from this comes the wind and lifting us up on our toes, tippy toes. Oh. And at the beginning, it's a large movement. It's big wind going really, really, really up. Feel your sternum expanded, and you balance yourself and you sink down, you contract. And the wind slows down, so you don't go up as much. You go halfway and relax, soft and relax. Expand your upper body with an inhale, your middle Dantien. Contract with an exhale. That's easy, right? And then you want more of that movement. You want more of this exercise. You want to take it to a maximum Tzu and Ha. So you're like a fishtail, your hands like a fishtail. You cross hands. Now you are forcing yourself to be in a Tzu position. Your sternum is quetched, is suppressed, and you turn it into a Ha. Shine. Oh, and shine. It's like going to sleep and waking up. Moving from sorrow to happiness, great happiness. From Mina Meitzar. Oh, soon we'll celebrate our freedom, our redemption from Egypt, where it's called Mitzrayim, Tsar. Mina Meitzar. Oh, to the wide open, from the narrow to the expanded horizons, to freedom. Wow. So you free your energy. Wow. Cha, 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 cha. And if you want more from the ground energy, you place one foot forward, you come forward. Oh, 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 oh. And change legs. Tzu, oh, Ha, deep inhalation. Expand, pause, contract. Pause, inhale, expand. Pause, contract. And for that we have the pelican. יש לנו תנועה שנקראת הסכנאי. The pelican is not a one of the 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac. It's something I added when I lived in Australia, and I watched the pelicans, and I saw how a heavy bird, after ate a lot of fish, is taking off. How does he lift himself? So, let go. And change legs. And now that we exercised our middle Dantien to open and close, it's like gymnastics, inner master gymnastics. We know it can expand and contract. It's open. It's in Ha. Let's move on to our upper Dantien. And the upper Dantien has two key points that I'd like to mention. One is your crown point, the one that's in touch with infinite center line. It comes from above, from infinity. הנקודה שנפגשת עם האינסוף מלמעלה, חוצה את הגוף במרכז. It cuts the body in the middle, in the center. It leaves in the perineum, and it goes down into infinity below. Here's a stick. Here's a stick. It's part of infinity line that comes from above. It meets me in the it meets me in the crown. It cuts through my body in the center, and it leaves my body in the perineum, going down into earth, and through earth deep into the abyss. I'll say it in Hebrew. אם אתם מצליחים לדמיין קו אינסוף שבא מלמעלה, חוצה את הגוף בדיוק במרכז, וחודר את כדור הארץ, ויורד אל האינסוף למטה, אתם אוטומטית משיגים מה שיש לעץ הזה בנקודה הזאת. If you are able to imagine a line that comes from infinity above, cuts your body from the crown to the perineum and down into the abyss below the earth, you gain balance. Every piece of element in nature has a point of balance, has a center. Well, you want to find your center, your vertical center line, which is connected to your ground energy and the force we get from below. Let's go back to the dragon. The dragon and the egg can wake up, and the dragon shoots through your center line all the way to infinity above until your hand can't go anymore, and you hold your pelvic floor, hold it here. היד התחתונה יוסי למטה פה, אוחזת ברצפת האגן, and gravity is controlled. What does it mean, controlled gravity? זה אומר שהגרביטציה היא לא כמו שאנחנו רואים אותה עם החפץ הזה. היד שלי לא נופלת באותו קצב. היא כן נופלת לכיוון הגרביטציה in a regulated manner, באופן מנוהל, על ידי הכוונה שלנו. So we shoot up through the center line, and we sink in a regulated motion together with gravity. We gain control over gravity. Regulate your mind to regulate your body. Wake up the dragon, let it shoot to infinity above and sink down. And how do we sharpen our mind to grasp this center? איך מחדדים את המיינד, את המחשבה, את הכושר כוונה שלנו למרכז הגוף? Touch the center line and slowly carve through כמו נגר שחוטב בעץ, like wood carving, we carve through our center line. Expand your Dantien, all three of them, lower, middle, and upper. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Calm. Your mind is calm like tranquil water. דמיינו שהמוח רגוע כמו מים באגם רגוע, שרואים את ההשתקפות של הבריאה, את ההשתקפות של הנוף דרכו. As it says, tranquil water reflects the heavens perfectly. So your mind is like a tranquil water, like a mirror. You can see the view, you can see the snowy mountains below, in front of you, deep in the water. Okay? So if your mind is calm, and all three Dantiens working as one, feel the energy from above penetrates your crown and sinking through your body. So not just your hand, זה לא היד, זה האנרגיה שבאה מלמעלה. אותה אנרגיה שלוקחת את העלה הזה. Same energy that takes this leaf. Same energy that takes this thing. It operates within our body. It's not just outside our body. So how do we recognize it? We regulated gravitational force within. Oh, sink down. Get ground energy. So you push the ground with your feet, but the crown point rises. Ground to crown. מהקרקע אל הקודקוד. תרגיש את האנרגיה עולה כשאתם פה מקובצים מהאדמה, מכפות הרגליים אל הקודקוד. Direct line from the ground through your feet to your crown point. Rising. Perineum sinking down. Crown rises. Perineum sinking down. One last point that I'll mention in the upper Dantien is what considered the third eye. My grandmaster Sifu Gong said, leave this one out because it can create mental complications. Dafka in India, when they practice meditation, sitting meditation, they advocate working with the middle. Well, let's give it a minute and realize what kind of energy we have here between our eyebrows, above our nose, our third eye. Our frontal cortex, an area in our brain that's in charge of all the calculations, the mathematical, analytical mind. Focus on that point. Let's gather chi from above. Let it flow freely like a waterfall into your body. Keep your middle eye relaxed, calm, soft and relaxed. Your third eye is centered. Let's use this immense focus that we have now on all three dantiens with a bow and arrow. It's an exercise from the Zen and the art of archery that focuses our third eye on a target. It means imagination, hadimyon, the power of imagination, and the power of focusing, and the power of hand-to-eye connection. And it's the power of survival, because in ancient times, if they didn't aim properly, they wouldn't eat dinner or supper. They couldn't feed their kids. So aim and release and let go. Wow. What a yin and yang, huh? The yin and yang of, focusing sharp, exactly to a point, power stretch, and let go, soft and relax. All three dantians together. Focus, stretch, inhale. Focus. Mental power meets the physical power and the emotional powers. All is one. We're ending the lesson with embracing the sky and feet together into the tree of life stance. The lesson is a bit shorter today because it's so concentrated that if you have it at that level of concentration, it's like you don't say no more. So, what do we do now? We do everything we learned today. Lower, middle, and upper dantien, they expand and contract, but remember in opposite directions. What I mean? When I inhale, כשלוקחים אוויר, באופן טבעי הריאות מתנפחות, נכון? You inhale, naturally your lungs expand, your rib cage expand. But your mind can control the button here to contract. The perineum goes up and this lower dantien contracts. When we exhale, the lungs contract, but the button expands. Do that. What do you do with your mind? You direct it to gratitude. You allocate and dedicate it to gratitude. אנחנו מקדישים את התנועה להכרת תודה, ובכך אנחנו מגייסים את הכוח האנושי שבנו, את כוח הכרת התודה, הכוח של ההודיה, אין כמותו בשביל להרגיע את הנפש ולהיות מאוזנים. We reach equanimity and tranquility by expressing gratitude with the upper dantien, expanding and contracting, or contracting and expanding. Can you do all of that in one movement? That means that you gathered hold of your inner master. אם הצלחתם לתפוס בכל אלו יחד, lower, middle and upper, אתם מחוברים למאסטר שבכם, the inner master. Ready? Contract. Let's go. Deep inhalation. Expand the rib cage. Contract the lower dantien. And express your gratitude. Three more of this one. It's a good one. Be grateful for all that you have and everything that you don't. The next three we dedicate to loving kindness. Loving kindness, every philosophy and spiritual philosophy in the universe realize that there's no better thing than loving kindness. אהבת חסד בכל הפילוסופיות מוכרת כהערך העליון לקרב בין אדם לחברו. So, with that in mind, contract and expand and live a life of loving kindness. And dedicate your energy. לא, מלכי. Loving kindness. אהבת חסד. Once again. And the last three will be dedicated to compassion. חסד וחמלה. לחמול על מישהו אחר. היצר כל כך חזק. רואים את זה באפריקה. כשתנין בא לטרוף אנטילופה ששוחה במים, בא היפופוטם ומציל אותה, ומעיף את התנין. אפילו לבעלי חיים יש רחמים, ובוודאי לנו כבני אדם, היצר הזה חשוב. לא נוותר עליו, נזכיר אותו תמיד לעצמנו. יש רעבים, יש מסכנים, יש חולים, יש נזקקים. אז נזכור אותם. We dedicate this compassion to all the needy, to all the downtrodden, the hungry, the wounded, the poor, the homeless. One last time from above, in a namaste, or in Hebrew, shalom ose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. כן, מדברים גם באנגלית, גם בעברית, זה נכון, stop recording.